All right. Welcome to Apropos, the show where we talk about Clojure, see people's editor setups, and whatever's happening in the Clojure world. We got some special guests, but first let me introduce the panel. We have Ray.
Can I say hola, querida, to our Brazilian friends?
We have Mia.
Hi.
And I'm Eric. Hello. And with us as guests, we have Michiel and Timo.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. So, right, let's get into it. Can we see your editor setups? You're gonna have to share your screens.
So who goes first?
You go first.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, editor setup. Let's see. Sharing my screen here.
I was going to say who's the chicken
Well,
and who's the
can you
egg, but
see
I
it?
guess it's difficult to
Can you
say.
see my editor now?
Yes,
Yes.
it's all good. Yeah.
Okay.
It might
So
be a little small, the font.
small. Yeah, I can increase it. So it's just more or less like a standard, non-standard Emacs because every Emacs user has a non-standard setup, I guess. But I'm using the Prelude thingy that Bojidar put together, and I'm keeping that in a GitHub fork, and I haven't updated it for years. So somewhere in the last decade, I haven't updated it, but just added my own stuff to it, I guess. And so what do you want to know about this?
So it's Emacs, and I haven't used Prelude, I don't think. What does it give you that is not
Um,
standard with Emacs?
yeah, so I can go
And and
into
and just in my understanding, I'm not an Emacs expert or anything, but I do
mhm,
use Emacs. I've updated
yeah.
Emacs in the last 10 years, and there's a lot of new stuff that you're
Oh,
probably missing out on if you're not,
probably.
if you haven't updated your config. 10
I
years
uh,
is a while.
I think
Probably.
that
Yeah.
I
Well,
think that yeah, he's productive enough as it is. Uh,
Let's keep him slowed
I
down, slow down so we can keep up with his
so
updates.
Yeah.
my config is very messy, and so tweaking my Emacs setup is not my hobby, let's say. So when it works, and then I don't touch it. I just git commit it and then push it. I keep every Elpa library. So Elpa are the packages in Emacs, or it's a package manager for Emacs. I keep all the packages that it downloaded in my Git folder,
Uh
so I
huh.
can always revert when an update is accidentally
Wow.
installed or something. So it's very how do you say, Spartan setup,
Hmm.
but it works for me. So, and I can also synchronize all the things I have installed on another laptop, just git clone it, and that's it. So let's see. Um, so on GitHub, let's see, GitHub,
So
Borkdude,
you're using Git as a
Prelude.
kind of nix for
Yeah,
Emacs.
yeah, indeed. So, so here's my setup. So this is my Git folder, which contains everything. I don't recommend anyone to use this. Um, but that's just how I work. So here's my Elpa directory with all the packages in it
Mm.
that I
Hmm.
use, or maybe not use, but accidentally installed 5 years ago or something. So that's just my messy setup. And so Prelude gives you this kind of thing where you can say, always ensure that these packages are installed, even if I don't have them like downloaded locally. So you can just add stuff here. And so I don't know. Um, I'm not using a lot of this anymore. Just stuff I tried once. For example, I tried this Eka thingy that Eric Dallo made recently. It's just you can like yeah, Ray is not going to like this, but you can use like AI in your editor. Um,
No one's gonna like that. Come on.
but okay, but yeah, so a lot of this is just a one-off thing that I just never reverted. So it's not, I don't recommend like reading this at all. But it's just when it works, it works. So
Cool. Do you have any custom key things you've added? Any commands?
um, um, yeah, maybe.
You're using cider, I suppose.
I use cider, but I haven't like, let's see if I have any. Well, I use MX a lot. So just MX and then type the command.
Hmm.
So I made a tool myself called, which is called Parmesan, which corrects the parents in your buffer if you make a copy paste mistake, for example.
Oh,
And I hooked
that's
it
cool.
up here with a function Parmesan. So you can do MX Parmesan and then it fixes the buffer. So I can like try it,
Oh,
show
but
it
it's a
maybe.
shell command. You didn't write it in Emacs Lisp.
Sorry. No, no, no.
That's
So
awesome.
here I messed up my editor. I accidentally put an open paren where it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And now if so you can now call Parmesan and it should remove it. I'm not sure if it will. Parmesan. Oh, let's see. Oh, it put an extra paren now. So yeah,
At the
that's
end.
also a way to solve it. But now it's fine again. So at least I
Okay.
can use par edit again to wreck things.
What is Parmesan written in?
So it's just a Babeshka thing.
Okay.
Ah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
So Parmesan. Let's see,
It's something that you just
Parmesan.
put on top, is it? The Parmesan?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's like a cheese thing. And like the with an S, it's a cheese thing, but with a Z, it's not a non-existing word. But it has par of parent, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so it's a cheesy joke.
It's a cheesy joke. And so how it works is it uses edamame, which is like a closure parser library, and then it just tries to parse closure, and then if the parser says, oh, there is a parent too much here, or I expected a closing delimiter here, then it catches the error, and then it inserts that delimiter at the spot where it was expected, and then it tries to parse it again until it succeeds. So
Oh.
that's basically how it works. It's a very like simple algorithm. It doesn't look at indentation or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
so that's something I happened to hook up with my Emacs thing. And what I did do is I overrode. Is that like English? I
Yes, it
I
works.
have
Yeah.
overridden a key binding that is very annoying in Emacs. When you do Control Z, it tries to suspend your
Hmm.
window, but it somehow it freezes on my computer and you cannot like reactivate it anymore. So I deactivated this key. That's it's a default key binding that I just
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I
That's
it
actually a really good idea. There's a couple of those like that I hit
yeah,
accidentally. You know, like you want to
right.
do Control C, Control Z or something, and the Control C
Yeah.
doesn't work or whatever, and now
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
yeah.
And I also made a function to split a string into two parts, but later I discovered that this was already part of the par edit stuff that was in my editor. So I created something that I already had basically. So so this is my stupid setup.
Nice.
Yeah,
Keeping it simple. I like that.
yeah.
And do
How
you
do
do you
you do
start
it?
REPLs directly? Sorry, Mia, please. Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh no, you first, and then I'm gonna ask another question about a different part of your setup.
Yeah. When you're setting up REPLs, how do you do it from this environment? Because obviously you've got loads of
I
different
used
REPLs, haven't you?
to, yeah, I use two ways. Sometimes I use Cider like jack in, and sometimes I start it from the terminal and then I connect from the editor. Um, kind of depends. If I already have set up something that I can run in a terminal, then I might do that. But for this project, this is Psi, by the way. I can just do cider check in, and then you can choose lining in or closure CLI. And now it starts a REPL. So here I have my buffer, my REPL buffer, and here I can evaluate. And then let's see, like +1, 2, 3. So now I'm evaluating. So that's how I start a REPL.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Mia?
I want to know how you organize your thoughts. Do you keep everything in one big buffer? Do you tend to you've got a lot of projects that are going all at the same time. How do you organize your thoughts about them and what you have to do next?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, yeah, so from time to time, I try to keep all the issues organized, like in a multi-project board or something. Like here on GitHub, I have this. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So I have like a column for Babeshka and Saildia Kondo and Squint. But then after a month or so, I forget about this, and then I have another to-do file where I have my new to-do thingies. And then a month later, I discovered, oh yeah, I had this board, So that's kind of how it goes. And but I do try to write my thoughts down into GitHub issues that I can later revisit, like when I need to work on something, then I already know, okay, these are the things that I've already discovered and like the alternatives. Kind of like what happens in Clojure Jira, I guess, but less organized.
There's a conflict in between, the tooling that exists and how people organize their thoughts, right? You've got these to-do files, and that's where the really urgent thoughts are. And then eventually, they get ported to this board, or you look at them and you remember that the board has them. But the to-do file is probably where the real meat of what you're working on is at the time.
uh, yeah, I don't know. I have like these org mode files.
Yeah.
Maybe I can look one up. Let's see. I don't know, actually. Let's see if I have one. I have a notes folder here as well with OS, open source. Yeah, I don't know, sponsors. I don't know. OSS. This is a very old file, probably like 2022 goals.
That's
So
a lot
this
of
is an old
goals.
file.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's a lot of goals.
So that's an old file,
Very
but
bad
I
joke.
tend to keep things in files, and I can, if I want, I can find them again.
Yeah.
But I'm not very organized.
Is that nothing beats org mode?
Yeah, that's org mode. Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you. I really appreciate the simple setup. I think being like in direct contact with the REPL is like the most important thing.
For sure.
I'm interested in seeing Timo's. Timo,
Yeah.
can you share your screen?
All right. Let's try that. I think that's the one. Let's try that. Is that working?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's all good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as you can see, I'm using light background, so no black terminal, and I'm using Vim, NeoVim, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Is that a vertical screen?
No, I have a large
Oh, just
screen. I cannot share the whole screen because that
okay.
would be too large, I think.
I see.
So
This is
I'm
just a
just
window. Got it.
sharing
Yeah, yeah.
window. Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So this is basically the core file of the Charm CLJ, the tool that I just recently released as a proof of concept that uses JLine for terminal user interfaces to use to write in Clojure. And yeah, it's still a bit messy. There's basically all the exports in the core file, and I wrote some examples. For example, here you can see there's this thing in NeoVim called Telescope, and with Telescope you can fuzzy find your files. So I'm searching for my examples, and then what did I work on? The cheat sheet. So I have a very simple color theme here. Just not a lot of distraction. That's what I thought it works out fine for me.
Did you pick a theme, or did you just pick one? Did you pick a theme, or did you spend like half a day sorting out the colors and the italics and everything?
Yeah, usually I'm using the Modos theme. That's the Emacs default theme. I just there's the Emacs default theme for NeoVim. I like it, so I'm using it. It has a high contrast, so I like that. And yeah, a lot of light themes, they tend to be very low in contrast.
So
And
you're using
the setup.
NeoVim. How do you do the? Do you have something for editing parens?
Yeah, so this is parent fur.
Okay.
So if you start your it always auto closes the parentheses, and it's basically indent based. I guess you know it.
You have that setup though, which I find incredibly kind of confusing, but some people love, where you have the line number following you and then the relative line numbers on either side. I find it bewildering, but you know.
But I think in Vim it's very important because you're doing a lot of like copy 3 down, right? You're like
Yeah, and you can jump 40 lines up, for example, so you always know how much lines you want to go up and down. So it's a easy jump with the relative lines.
Okay.
I think this is our first NeoVim setup.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Really? It's the
Yeah.
only right editor. It's the only correct editor.
But you make it look like Emacs.
So, what do you use to, connect to the REPL? Like, how do you do that? Is it integrated into?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was using this thing that Michiel mentioned to start a REPL in the editor, but I never use it, so I eventually threw it out. So I basically started on the command line in another window. That's it.
Okay. But then how do you connect? You can connect inside of Vim, so you can eval
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. So the tool for NeoVim is Conjure. Conjure is I don't come
Oliver
up with the name right
Caldwell.
now. So, exactly. He made this basically, and it's very thought through for interacting with Clojure and the REPL. I like it very much. I'm used to it since quite a few years now. It's very good. There's you can see the commands in the lower part here. I can create a fresh REPL session. It always creates per default a Babashka REPL. So actually, this would probably work now with an auto REPL. No, it does not. Yeah. Usually it starts a Babashka REPL. I've never then it would now work with this CLJ, charm CLJ.
And you've got closure LSP, I'm guessing, for the
Exactly.
squigglies. Okay.
Yeah,
I think
it's based on the
NeoVim
Kickstart.
I was going to say NeoVim is a kind of explicit IDE, isn't it, for VI of a Vim? You know, it's they're kind of like they really make it look like an IDE.
Yeah, I think the main thing for NeoVim is that they made it possible to write extensions or plugins in Lua. So
Right.
now it's much more easy to extend the functionality because no one on Earth wanted to write Vim script anyway. And with Lua, there's a lot going on right now. Everyone, and even Fennel. I mean, you can even use Fennel now
Oh, cool.
as a closure dialect. Yeah.
And it has a kind of GUI library in it to make these little frames and things that pop up. In NeoVim,
Yeah.
that is. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a. I'm not too honestly not into writing NeoVim extensions or plugins, but
Okay.
it's possible. Yeah.
I still
Can
call
we-
it VI because that's where I'm. That's when I started. There was
Old
no
school.
Vim. Yeah.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah.
And do you use NeoVim in like in your terminal or
Yeah,
or
exactly.
in
Just
another
from the
window?
terminal.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I started
And
in
are
the
you
terminal.
Yeah.
given that you're called Timo, are you using Tmux?
I'm
Is
not
that a
using
bad?
Tmux now.
No. Okay. You're a singular Timo.
Yeah. No, I just recently switched to a desktop environment called Neary. It's quite cool because you can have a lot of windows extend to the right always, so your screen always extends to the right, and you can arrange your windows on there with a few keystrokes, and it's quite easy and intuitive, I think. And so I don't need Tmux because I can arrange the terminal windows and as many as I want on my screen.
Nice.
I kind of, so you have examples for charm set up. So I would like to see charm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about it. Can you we're
Sure.
putting you on the spot. Can we get a
Sure.
charm demo?
Yeah. A
Let's
pitch.
try
Like,
some demoing.
yeah. What is it first of all for the audience?
So some people people usually write a TUI, a terminal user interface, usually not on a JVM because you want instant startup, and so usually people used. I guess Go is just the go-to language right now because there's this library or organization, let's say organization called Charm Bracelet. That's where the name comes from. Charm CLJ is the name of my TUI library, and basically it's just a reinvention of this Charm Bracelet ecosystem into Clojureland. I just thought it should be possible somehow to have a TUI library for Clojure because I just want to write Clojure and not Go. So I tried it out. I looked for other people who did some Java terminal interfaces, and there was someone building something with Jline. Jline is the Java library that you can use for terminal interaction. And it's pretty sophisticated and mature, I'd say. So I just tried it out. It's so the whole library was or is still mostly vibe coded, so it's generated by an LLM. Because
Oh my God.
so it's
How did we let him on here?
I just wanted a proof of concept that it's working. So it's working. I have examples. I did use it. It's working for real people as well. So
That's good.
I'm quite happy with it so
But
far.
actually, we evolved this library a little bit while integrating like Jline into Babeshka because I saw this library and I thought, yeah, this is exactly what we want to do in Babeshka. How can I enable people running this library? Because before, people installed like an external tool called Gum, and you had a little Babashka library around Gum, which is called Bubble Gum. And so it would just shell out to this Gum external binary to make things appear in your console. But yeah, I mean, that's doable, but it's not like super convenient that you have to install another thing which is written in Go. Well, and so then I saw Timo's library and I thought, yeah, it would be super cool if we could just run this library in Babashka and it would just work. So I looked inside of the code and okay, it's using JLine, and so I started experimenting, like adding some JLine classes into Babashka. I needed to configure GraalVM a little bit, and then things started working. But actually, some things were a little bit slow, and this was because Charm wasn't using JLine in the optimal way, because JLine has this thing called display, which is kind of the virtual DOM of JLine. So you can change like a display object, and then JLine renders the display object to your terminal, but only like writes to the terminal what is actually changed. So that's what we discovered while integrating it in Babashka, and then we improved the Charm library a little
Cool.
bit.
Can we
Yeah.
see some demos?
So that was done with
Yeah.
your own human brain, Michiel.
Yeah, that was done with our brains.
Okay.
What's left
Yeah,
of them
I
after
announced-
being AI built?
I announced this library as a proof of concept, and a lot of people jumped on it. I was really not expecting this, and Michiel came and told me, "Yeah, let's build it into Babashka, or let's make it to work with Babashka." And yeah, that was one coming to another.
Nice.
And as you can see, I already have display now in Charm, so it's an improvement. And yeah, let's see some demos. So in the docs examples folder, I made some demos. You can basically look at them via BB. You can start them with Babashka. For example, cheat sheet is something that I was working on lately. It's the most sophisticated one, so it's the closure cheat sheet. And
Wow.
you can go left, right, up, down, and have an overlay that you can
Oh,
scroll through.
nice.
So that's the most sophisticated example for now. You can even filter it with a slash. You go to the filter and you can look for the walk stuff, for example.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah. And some nice closure colors here. So I tried to play with the coloring.
Very good.
Yeah, nice.
That's really cool. So this is local. You don't have to hit the internet. You can have the whole cheat sheet interactive right in your terminal.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Do they
are
all
these
have
doc
examples?
strings? Are these doc strings coming from the Babashka doc strings? Or how does it work?
No. So let's see. I
And the-
don't recall the exact data. So it's a
You need a
closure
cheat sheet
Emacs
for your
closure.
cheat sheet, Timo.
Yeah. So yeah, I have a data format here specified, and then I get the content from this closure Emacs closure docs.
Okay.
Eden file.
Oh, so it's the closure docs examples and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the full data. So you can get the comment. So not the comments, but you can
Examples.
have
Ah, yeah.
examples. Yeah.
Nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, the C also. Those are awesome.
Yeah, great.
And there are a few other examples, like a Pomodoro timer, just very simple stuff, you know. You can have your focus time, like 25 minutes and 5 minutes break, or like a 50-10 split, these kind of things. A file browser that I worked on today a little bit to make it some more appealing. So layouting in the terminal user interface is something I had to figure out a little bit, and now this is a kind of a column-based layout here. So the details are on the right side and the directories on the left side, and you can go through.
Oh, cool.
Where I'm now on bin. Okay. Yeah.
So, can we see the code for Pomodoro to see what that looks like, to make a little timer that updates and look like a progress bar, a menu?
So the whole thing is in terms of the Dart. I think it's a Dart idea that you have an update. So you have here down here you have basically a view, a update, and an initialize function, and you initialize it with for your first layout, and later get to the update function, and then you have events that come in, and based on events, like you push a Q key, a Control C key, an escape key, then you have you return a new state, and your basically what you want to do, your action.
Okay.
Resize
that's the
screen, these
current
kind
state.
of events
Sorry.
come in, yeah.
Sorry, just to clarify, that's the update FN has two arguments: the current state and the event that comes in. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. Thank you.
In the README, I saw it was inspired by the Elm architecture.
Elm architecture, sorry, Elm architecture.
So,
Yeah.
but you wrote this architecture, right? This is the charm thing.
What do you
This
mean
is
with
this is built
role?
into charm. This.
Yeah, exactly. So the idea from the this initialize update view is this Elm idea that I basically have from this charm bracelet library from Go, and I think it's a good approach.
Cool.
We have a question in the chat that is not code related, but I'm also curious, and it's from one of our past guests. Bobby says she can't find corn waffles where she lives, and she wants to know if, like, how can you make them? Are they crunchy? What are they like?
Is that a question for me?
I assume so.
I
I
assume
guess.
so.
Yeah, they're crunchy, and I cannot imagine that you cannot just buy them in every supermarket
Never seen them.
in the US. No, never seen them.
No, corn
I
waffle.
can grab a few to show them if you want.
Oh, you have them in your house. Are they that common?
All
Like
right, that's okay.
obligatory
I wanted to make sure that we
part
got
pantry
to
item?
I
our
mean,
question.
you know rice cakes, right?
Yes.
Rice cakes?
Yes,
It's
rice
just the
cake.
same idea, but then made from corn. So it's exactly the same thing.
Wait, keep it in front of your body
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we can't
So
see.
it's just
Oh.
like this
That's
crispy
Oh, okay.
thing, just like a rice cake, but from
They
made from
call it a
corn.
waffle.
Well,
That's
in the
right.
Dutch, in Dutch they call it maiswafels.
Is
You
that
see it? Yeah.
wow?
So,
Okay.
Yeah, all right. I want that. I want to eat that now. Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you. Sorry for throwing that little caltrops in here, but I wanted to make sure that we got the questions answered as we see.
It's very important.
It's very important.
Talk about corn waffles.
All right, now, so Timo, I think that we put you on the spot with Charm, but I think that you had actually planned to demo something else. Uh, how do you or
Should I demo something else? I mean, I have other examples here. I mean, basically, there's
The spinner is
it's
cool,
not
yeah.
so fixed spinner. You have some moving parts as well. You
That's
know,
nice.
just a demo
really
that
charming?
That's cool. Now, so this is just what, like an update tick every second is like one of the events coming in, something like that?
exactly. Yeah, so it's a timer as well. Yeah, it's just
So maybe you can
based
show
on
how it's updating, like what messages come through.
Uh-huh, and the view.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the reframe idea as well, right? With messages and then updating a state and stuff like that.
The spinner tick. What is sending the spinner tick?
Good question.
Is there a thread running, which with thread sleep and then I don't know,
A loop.
a loop?
I don't know.
It's not anywhere?
There must be a thread
No.
sleep somewhere, right?
I don't.
But in the main, is it in the init? Is it set up in the init somewhere? Create spinners, init spinners? I don't know.
Is this the whole file? Is this everything that's there for this
It's
demo?
just one file, yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Isn't there like a
I
third
don't
party timer going on, or a third party kind of the thing in your library? Doesn't your library make this happen? Make some sort of event loop every 100
know.
Yeah,
milliseconds
but
or
spinner
five.
tick.
Can you search for thread sleep?
Or spinner
Yeah,
tick.
you're right. Mhm.
Spinner
There's
tick.
a component, a spinner component. Sorry, never did not stumble on that one. It's a lot. But here you have it. Yeah. It's a different
Okay.
states, and you can
Oh,
see.
interval, yeah. Interval.
Oh, cool. So you have the frames in a vector and it just loops through whatever.
Right.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
yeah.
It's nice and declarative, yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
So, and is there like a thread sleep in here that it sleeps so many milliseconds? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Create a command that sends a tick message after the interval.
Makes sense.
Tick command.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So it's.
So you even have the reagent notation for the component, I guess, or is that just a coincidence? Like the vector.
You mean the two this tuple basically with the state and
It's
the
not
message?
like you're writing some kind of hiccup, right?
No, I think it's just the
No.
state of the spinner and the
Okay.
new message. No?
Ah, okay. Right.
Yeah, it's the event that it's emitted and the
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay,
test
cool.
data basically.
It's nice that, like, I mean, I feel like there's stuff that I will want to use this for. Like, I don't have a good memory. Let me put it this way. And people are like, "Oh, I just typed this," and they like have this memory for all the commands that you can run, and they like, I want a GUI. My brain doesn't work that way. I want to know, like, that I can hit down, 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 enter to go into a sub menu of all the, like all the ways to run tests in the project.
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay, go to the tests sub thing, and then there's the 3 ways to run your tests with all the right flags and aliases and everything set
Yeah,
up
so
for you.
that's kind of what Babeshka tasks is about. Like that you can define all these things. Like it's a task runner. But can you keep
But
sharing,
not
Timo?
not
Because
everything is Babashka, right?
no, I know, but
So
I mean, that just popped in my head. But we could
yeah.
make Babeshka tasks like this
Oh, a
TUI
menu.
thing where you can
Yeah.
select the right task and
Uh-huh.
but I don't know. In the future maybe. So yeah, so that's what popped into my head about
I
Babeshka
like the fact
tasks.
that you can include emojis in your TUI. This is
Yeah.
unexpected. Yeah. I normally always
Yeah.
think of these as pure ASCII, you know, pure
Oh
ASCII
Yeah.
yeah,
art
yeah.
with pipes and arrows and stuff, pipes and slashes. But yeah, you've now got
Yeah,
these little emojis. Yeah.
so once Charm was working in Babeshka, then I thought, well, we have J-line now anyway, so I might as well use it in Babeshka itself. So then I started working on the console REPL because that thing always
Mm.
needed RL wrap,
Mm-hmm.
read line wrap, which Clojure also uses for the CLJ command. And
Yes.
I thought it would be nice if we can at least get rid of that.
Mm.
So you can just type BB and then you have like at least your arrow keys are working.
So like up and
And
up to
up,
get
down,
your
left,
yeah.
right.
Uh-huh.
And because normally if you start Clojure, the Clojure REPL, and you push up or left or right, then you get these weird
Gibberish.
characters, right? It just
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
work. So that's what I thought. If we can at least fix that, then I'd be happy. So and then one thing led to another. Then I took a look at Rebel readline because that's
Yeah,
also
yeah. I was just
using
gonna say,
J-line.
yeah.
And then I thought I can adopt a lot of these features for the Babeshka console REPL, basically
Mm.
for free because we have J-line now anyway. So
Mm. Mm.
I can maybe show that later.
That would be great. Yeah.
No, let's do it now.
Let's do it
Oh,
now. Come
sure,
on. Yeah.
sure.
Thanks, Timor. That was really good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's an
Timo, that's
impressive
awesome.
Oh,
library,
nice.
and
Happy
Yeah.
to. I was
yeah,
sweating a little bit.
it all worked. It all worked. It was really good.
All right. So can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
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 Okay. So
Bit
this is
small,
my
but we can see
terminal
it.
now.
There we go.
I'll zoom in. Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it clear?
Looks good.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
so actually, when I start my terminal, I see a docstring of the day. That's just a Babeshka script that just prints like the docstring of a random function. But anyway, so now we have BB, so the new version, which came out today, and you can just type enter, and then you get into a REPL. So this is already the next version because that's my development version, but nothing new is
Yeah.
in there since today, basically. So you can type REPL help. But while I'm typing, you can also already see that it suggests like, oh, I know this keyword. You have this
Mm.
gray ghost
Yeah.
text.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you press tab, then it auto completes it. So this is the help. And I stole this format from Leiningen. So I just borrowed left and right what I liked. And so if you type Control X, Control D after a function name, so if I do inc, for example, and I do Control XD, then it prints the docstring, and it also prints like a link to Clojure docs, so you can go there for
Nice.
more details.
Cool.
And when you press space, then the function signature appears, so you know what to enter. So for example, this, and now you get to, and yeah, of course, well, history also works. So this is my REPL history. It's just a global history for the whole system. It's not a per project thing, because that is what Clojure was doing with our LRAP, and I thought let's keep that the same. So yeah, you have auto completion for Java classes. So here you see it suggests the concurrent package, for example. Here you see all the classes that you can use in Babeshka,
Wow.
callable, for example.
Amazing stuff. Yeah.
So here you have an instance method .call, or you have, I don't know what this is, probably a bug. I'm not
Interface,
sure.
I guess.
Yeah, I think this is a bug, but
Oh, okay.
the .call is like the instance method, and when you press return, you get this method value, right, which are new in Clojure 1.12. So Babeshka also supports them. So
Cool.
I think so. If you do this, I'm just making this up now, so I'm not sure if this works. I think this should return 1 because yeah. So you call a callable. Yeah. So it works. And so you can also type multiple lines now. So when you
Oh,
press
so you're
enter,
just hitting. Okay, go
yeah.
ahead.
So if you have an incomplete form and you press enter, then it doesn't evaluate it with like it waits for the form to complete. So you can actually type larger things now.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh,
What?
that's so nice.
It's very nice. I'm curious if you hit enter after though, if it is complete and you hit enter anywhere inside, does it?
Yeah, then it doesn't evaluate because
Oh,
um, you can do this with Alt Enter. Oh no, sorry, that also doesn't work. I turned that off. But with actually there is a key
Control
here,
X,
Control
Control
X,
M.
Control M. That will force it. So,
Okay,
and this is
okay.
actually also how Rebel readline works. So I stole
I
that idea
remember
from
that.
Rebel readline. So
And if you hit up,
yeah, then you get the
and you can
multi-line
hit
thing.
up through it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have
Well,
to.
yeah, if you hit the ceiling of the expression, then it goes to the previous one. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's really nice.
Mm.
This is kind of an aside. You must parse your expression every time you hit enter, right?
Yeah.
To know if it's closed, if it's fully.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me that we can parse that fast. And I know it's 2026 and we've got, it's really fast machines, but like I didn't notice a pause, and I don't know, I'm old. I guess to me that seems kind of wasteful to reparse it every time, but go for it.
I mean,
It's
a
great.
lot more happens behind the scenes than
Than
just
just
this
parsing.
parsing. Because when I type as like this,
Yeah, you don't want to know, Eric. It's
I know.
horrific.
then to get these tail tips, it does a bunch of work to filter through all the options.
It like walks through all the whole namespace to see, and like every
Yeah.
class that's loaded.
Right. So to just to get this, it happens on every keystroke, but it's fast enough. So
Yeah.
it's a lot more than just parsing the expression.
Sure.
So
I remember I did a demo app that was like a markdown to HTML parser and back. It was like it would go
Okay.
both ways, and it was doing it
Yeah.
in the browser in ClojureScript. I think the markdown was all in JavaScript, but like, I was controlling it with React and ClojureScript. And
Right.
you could have a really big document and you're just editing in real time. It's displaying the HTML on the right. And then you could take your mouse, click into the HTML, and just start editing. And the markdown is changing. Like, there's no lag. Like, it's so fast to reparse the whole thing, every keystroke.
That's very Brett Victor of you, Eric. Yeah, but what I want to know, Michiel, is when are you going to integrate CLJ Condo into this? Because then it can do even more work.
Okay, to lint the expressions while you're typing
Yeah, absolutely.
in the console.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, I guess
next
I could
challenge
do
is
that.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's
mean,
really cool, though.
we have to make everything a TUI now, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
because we have J-line, what else are you going to do with it?
So
Yeah, I
is
mean, if you
this
think
using
about it,
charm or is it just straight up J-line?
No, just straight up J-line. So so let's see. I posted a blog post today where I made a small example, or so where I announced the new version. And so this is like a very basic example that I like to just illustrate what you can do with very basic J-line. You don't need much library stuff to actually get something nice working. I mean, it's convenient to have a closure library around this, but it's not necessary. So here we, for example, so you so the most basic use case is you create a terminal, a J-line terminal, and then you create a using this terminal, you create a line reader. So this is the reader, and here you can read a line, and then it prints the line, and then so this is basically
The Hello World.
what the hello world of J-line, for example. And if you type Control D, then J-line throws this exception, and then you say goodbye, or you can do something else, whatever you want. And then so that's a very basic example. So I also added another namespace to Babeshka, which is called Babeshka Terminal. And this was an open issue for a long time, 3 years or maybe 4 years already, to determine, am I actually in an interactive terminal? Because now Babeshka supports TUIs. You want to write scripts that are conditioned on this. Because if you're not in an interactive terminal, you don't want to print colors and you don't want to ask for input or something like that, right? So now you can actually say, is standard out connected to an interactive terminal or not? And if it's not, or if it is here, then we print these colors, you know? And you can ask this question for standard out, standard error, and also standard in. So, yeah. I'm actually using this in the console REPL because if you, for example, do BB like this, then it doesn't start the J-line REPL. Then it just starts the old console REPL, and it reads the standard in from like the bash or the file system in the file thingy. So let's see, I can show that code maybe. Babeshka REPL, and then babeshka.terminal. I'll make it a little bit bigger. So here it is. So start REPL if standard in is connected to like an interactive terminal, then we start the REPL with J-line, and else we start the old console REPL.
Nice.
Yeah, very cool.
Well, it works. You also wanted to see Skittle, I think, right?
Yeah, we have a few
Do we
minutes
have
for
time
Skittle.
Few
definitely,
minutes
yeah.
for Skittle. Okay. So do you already
Everyone's
know
got some
what
time for Skittle.
Skittle? Do you know what Skittle is already, or should I explain it?
I think you
Okay,
should
give
explain
us-
for
yeah.
the.
Okay. So what Skittle is it's basically Babeshka, but for a web page, and you can do scripting, closure scripting in a web page, just with by including this JavaScript from a CDN into your page, and then in another script tag you can write some closure script. For example, this is the hello world of Skittle. So you write a function, my alert, and then you set it to the window, and now you can call it from JavaScript. For example, here I say on click my alert. So if I click this button, then this closure script function executes. And you don't have to put code into a script tag because editing a lot of code inside of an HTML page is not so convenient. So you can actually save the script to a ClojureScript file, and then Skittle will fetch that automatically when you use the Skittle type. Okay, it has built-in libraries. Reagent is, for example, built in. Now, here we have a reagent component with this is basically the hello world of reagent. Like we have this button, and if you click it, this counter gets updated. It has more libraries, reframe, some other stuff, pretty printing, CLJC files, and you can also load JavaScript libraries. So for example, here we have a JavaScript library called Confetti. And if you load this, it registers itself as a global object on the window using this when you load the script, JavaScript file, right? And in Skittle, you can just say, okay, I want to use this as a library, this global object. So you just say JS confetti, I want to use it as confetti, and then that works too. So this is how you can use external JavaScript libraries. And there is a kind of a workaround needed if you want to load ES modules, because everything in Skittle is working synchronously, basically. And if you want to use ES modules, you get into this async stuff. And so this is kind of the workaround. Maybe that's a little bit too technical to go into now. And what's cool is that Skittle also supports nREPL. So
What?
Maybe there's one thing to just to add,
yeah.
Michiel, that maybe
Sure,
this wasn't
yeah.
super obvious, is
Okay.
that when you use Skittle, you don't have to compile anything, you don't have to
Yeah.
deploy anything, you just have to have your file and it
You
just
just host
runs.
it somewhere, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really an important feature that is too obvious,
Yeah.
but super important, I think.
It's like how
Yeah, yeah.
JavaScript used to be, right? You just have
Right.
a
It's
JavaScript
exactly how
file.
JavaScript used to be, but now we have ClojureScript. So
the build
so
script.
Now, and it's
Let's-
not. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not exactly ClojureScript.
no, it's SCI. Yeah. So it's interpreted.
It's interpreted, but
It's the same interpreter as that Babeshka uses,
okay.
but
All
for
right.
but for ClojureScript basically.
Right.
So
okay.
it uses all the data structures from ClojureScript. So similar to how Babeshka reuses all the data structures from Clojure, but does a bunch of work to make interpretation work. So let's
Maybe
see.
Timo was going to add something.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add that you don't need a build step. Like that's the point.
Yeah,
You can just
yeah.
push it to GitHub Pages or something. Yeah.
How
Yes.
big is the
Yeah.
download?
Yeah, that's kind of the trade-off, I guess. So the download, let's see, in my terminal. So if I curl it, and then I think it's now 859
Whew.
kilobytes.
Well,
But-
that's the speed. Wait. It
but-
received
Oh, sorry.
876K.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, but if you gzip it, which is kind of how
Wait,
JavaScript
don't
libraries
gzip
are-
the WC part.
Oh yeah. Right. So this is kind of wait. Oh yeah, it's 100 this is
187.
100 right, 187K, which is this is how people compare JavaScript libraries, like how many kilobytes gzipped.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
and I think React is like 50 kilobytes gzipped or something like that. So it's not like totally crazy, but it's also not very small.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like so yeah. So
So
if
it's
you go ahead.
so just like technically, if I understand it, it is a compiled closure script, but with
Yeah,
all the closure core functions
yeah,
in it, with an
yeah.
SCI uh, interpreter.
Correct.
I see. Okay, got
Correct.
it.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still pretty small for all of that.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
And it's
I
advanced compiled.
it's advanced compile, but without
Yeah.
removing like
Right.
advanced compile is supposed to remove everything you don't use, but you
Yeah.
need it from the SCI. If you want to
Yeah. So
call.
Psi holds on to all these functions because
Yeah.
you want to be
Mm-hmm.
able to use them at runtime. So that's why they're not removed.
Right. Okay.
They're basically all contained in one big hash map.
So what's just this is a total aside on an aside, but what gets lost then? I mean, if what does advanced compile give you if you have keep everything? Because I thought it was a tree shaking thing.
Well,
It also
yeah,
renames everything to like
right.
tiny,
Small letters.
small
Yeah, so
letter
it optimizes
methods.
it optimizes the generated JavaScript that ClojureScript spits out,
Oh,
which is
right.
not
Okay.
like the most compact JavaScript you can get if you're clever
Right.
about it.
Right. Yeah.
And so that's that. And
And
maybe the end. Yeah, go ahead.
there might also be some dead code in the closure script, like code
Yeah,
base, right?
yeah. So what I actually did was I split up things such that the base JavaScript is like yeah, okay. So the supported libraries are not in here. So I split
Mm-hmm.
them out. So if you don't have to download like the additional files if you're not using Reagent, for example. But if you do use Reagent, you have to include your own React version
Mm-hmm.
and you have to include like the Reagent plugin.
Right.
So this is how it works. And you have to also put them in order because this assumes that the base Skittle file already is loaded. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's how that works. So maybe I show some nREPL stuff because that's pretty cool that you can go into your Skittle project using nREPL. So how that works is Skittle supports like an nREPL plugin that you have to inject into your page. So in this HTML, I load the Skittle nREPL JS, which is just a little file which connects to a WebSocket. So it assumes that there is a WebSocket server that it can talk to. And here you can configure your WebSocket port with
Mm.
like a global variable.
Nice.
It's like an environment variable for Babeshka, but here we
Mm.
do it this way, right? So and then when you load this file, then it tries to connect to this WebSocket server, and that WebSocket server is running in Babeshka.
Huh.
So here I have like project called Psi nREPL, and so you can oh yeah, so Psi nREPL browser server. And then you say, okay, start. And then that just runs on well, you can give it a port, but by default, it runs on 1339, I think.
Wow.
And
Isn't it 1341? That's what it looks like.
no, that's another one. So,
Ah, okay.
and this is actually
Oh, that's the
the,
server that's actually running.
The
Okay.
static
this is the,
files.
so we need a web server.
Mm.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, you're right. This is for static assets. Yeah, so this is nothing to do with
Right.
the
Yes.
browser and REPL. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but I can demo this. Let's see. I already started it here, I think. Let's start over. So I'm now in this demo project. I say bb dev, which is like the dev task which combines these two things. So that now runs. And I can go to the page. So it says, "Isn't this cool?" Let's see where that comes from. Let me go into this Skittle doc nREPL index. Where does it say, "Isn't this cool"? Playground.sales.js. Let's see where that is. That's this one. Okay. So I can change this and I can refresh this, and then you have this. But this is not a REPL, right? This is just refreshing the browser.
Yeah.
That's not what we want, right?
No.
I mean, that's fine if you're just starting out with Skittle, but eventually you want to use the REPL. So what we can do is the nREPL server started on 139. So I'm going to Cider Connect. I actually didn't prepare this. I mean, I prepared connecting from the terminal. I'm not sure if Cider is going to work today because let's see. Let's first try this, right? So JS alert hello. And now my browser says hello. Okay.
No way.
And actually also, oh yeah, I pressed tab, but I think Leiningen
J-lining
expects Leiningen expects some library to be in place because it thinks it's connected to a JVM closure, I think.
Wait, what just happened when you did JS alert hello? Is it sending that to the browser?
Yeah. So
for the Skittle evaluator to run it?
Yeah. So I am now. This is what you're seeing here.
I thought this was the opposite. I thought you were going to have a REPL in the browser that could run stuff on your local machine. You have
no.
a server that will send stuff over the WebSocket to the browser.
Yeah. So we want to develop a web application, right? So let's see, what namespace are we in? We are in namespace user in the browser. And so I'm going to hello and then the namespace name. Okay, hello. That didn't work because this needs to be a string, I think, or it's ignored probably.
I think the second argument is ignored, yeah.
Right. Let's do it like this. So hello user, okay. But now let's try it from the editor. Cider connects 1339. And okay, yeah, it says nil here. Let's see, +1 to 3. Yeah, it works. So let's see if I can evaluate from here now.
Now it's got user.
Yeah, okay. There was, I think, maybe I go into closure mode because Cider is a little bit confused when I'm in a ClojureScript file, I think. So now it works. So
can you run the JS alert? See it run?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So
yay.
So that works.
From your editor. Oh my god.
From my editor. So I can now build a web application. Let's see. So I just created another text node here. So yeah, I mean, I can do pretty much everything you want to do in a browser now. So foo.
But working in a file that with no compilation step, you could just hit reload and it'll serve that file again. That's great.
Yeah.
So the only downside of using Skittle is then that you have higher traffic, basically, more kilobytes to transfer on page load, right? But
it's probably not on page load, though. It's probably just the very first time because it's CDN,
it's cached.
So
it can be cached,
because it's so popular.
The browser will cache it.
They probably already have it in their cache.
No, well, I mean it's also cached by the browser.
You pay the price one time per browser.
Yeah.
And probably, I mean, if you think about like things like React and all these other things, they're definitely already cached.
For sure.
You know, there'll be a whole bunch of stuff that's already cached. So you're only talking about like the difference, you know.
I mean, and 100K gzipped, 100 something K, that's like less than an image. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's small.
Maybe another fun thing. So I recently wrote my own Reactless like rendering library, which has kind of a virtual DOM, and it even works in Skittle, I think. So
Wow.
if I evaluate this, and then let's evaluate the whole thing. Yeah, now I evaluated the whole thing, and what we can do is it has a render function, and which takes a root about like a node in your web page and some hiccup, right? So let's see, render JS get what is it again? Document dot get element. Like, how do we get the body? Query selector body. Let's test this first. Okay, this is yeah.
Okay.
And now we do some hiccup, right? Like div hello. Let's try it. So here we have hello.
No. I love how you did that like all through the REPL. I love it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And so we can do like on click JS alert. Don't click me or something. Now we re-render it. Oops, wait. I did something wrong.
The on click, the map has to be the first thing after the div.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, invalid hiccup. Yeah, thanks.
You're
So
welcome.
let's see. Click. No, or don't click me. And so yeah, so it's
Why'd
a
you
very
click
small
it?
library. It's a very small library. I actually wrote this library for Squint, which is we can get into that another time maybe, but it also works in Skittle, just
Can you
from
do
source, which is fun.
one thing for me? Can you do one thing? So this is saved, right? This file.
Yeah.
Can you reload
Yeah, sure.
and have it?
Yeah.
Okay, now click
I
again.
reload it.
Yeah.
I reload it now. Click.
Boom.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think we are over time, so
Yeah.
let's
Yes,
start
yes.
wrapping it up. So two things. One is from each of you. Who else would you like to see on Apropos?
Well, we talked about like Timo's editor setup, and he mentioned that he was using this REPL stuff from Oliver Caldwell, I think he's called.
Yes.
Have you had him on yet?
Not yet, but we
No, he's on our list.
If he's watching, we've
So
Yeah,
maybe
reach
that would
out.
be
to him.
nice. Yeah, maybe,
but
that would be
we'd
nice.
love to have Oliver on. Yeah.
Like another person I would like to see is Adrian Smith. Do you know him?
Adrian Smith is
yeah.
on the list as well. Yeah, very
He's
good.
on the list.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fun
so
Morbid, yeah.
those two popped in my mind like right now. But maybe
No,
Timo has
great.
another suggestion.
Great recommendations.
Yeah, I randomly contribute to Data Hike in the applicative ecosystem, so the database. And currently, Christian Walbach is the main maintainer. He goes by the name of Wilo, Whilo, and I think it could be cool to have him on. He could tell you a lot about the things he just built, and he's very active currently.
And is that like so? Data Hike is the database, isn't it? That's the kind of in-browser database.
Right now, the in-browser is very new. The in-browser part, it's a
Right.
Datomic kind of database. It's a
Yeah.
data script clone, but on the JVM. But now it runs on JavaScript as well. Yeah.
Cool. We'll reach out to him. We could have like a database theme or something.
We should definitely have a database theme. We're trying to do like IDEs right now, but I think after that we can do IDEs and REPLs, and then we're going to try and do databases. We'll try and do some themes per season. You know?
Maybe you should also try to get the Data Levin guy on,
Yeah.
which is another kind of Datomic-ish database.
Yeah.
Which
State 11.
Could be nice too. I mean, there's lots of databases now in Clojure, right?
Yeah,
Paula,
exactly.
obviously, I guess you have her on your list anyway.
Paula.
She built something called Asami, for example.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
We could even get the Datomic team on, maybe.
Oh yeah.
That'd be great. So also Timo is looking for work. So if anyone out there in our vast audience is looking to hire a really great Clojure programmer,
Thank you very
look
much.
Timo up.
What kind of job are you
Based in
looking for,
Berlin,
Timo?
Germany.
Based in Berlin.
Sorry,
What kind of
Michiel,
job?
what
What
kind
kind
of?
of job are you looking
Yeah.
for?
Yeah, I mean, Clojure developer would be best. I'm used to writing backend web development. I can do some TUIs, for example, if someone is interested.
Nice.
If you need like a loading
stuff.
spinner in your CLI,
Yeah.
he's your
Yeah,
man.
and I'm used to DevOps related stuff as well. So if there's someone, I'm fine with it as well.
Awesome.
I can
So
imagine actually that there might be a cottage industry of like companies that want TUIs for their, for their kind of like tooling that talk back to their web services. I can imagine that.
In-house, for
Yeah.
example, like
Yeah,
helper
exactly.
services. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, my accountant also uses like some ancient TUI to communicate with the tax services. So,
You should be
and
using the
did you know
Bashka,
that?
obviously.
So, yeah, I don't know. He must have. I don't think it was Babeshka because it was a month ago. So, and when I saw that, and Chinese restaurants in the Netherlands also use these TUIs when they take orders.
Right.
So,
Okay.
so like these
do they have
ancient
loading
DOS
spinners? They're using DOS? Oh man.
I mean, I think they're using DOS, like in a DOS emulator program.
They're using a
inside
DOS
like
emulator. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
On a Chromebook.
You're right.
All right.
And it's still faster
I've got
than
my
a
target group.
Pentium.
Yeah, they just
Fire a
don't want
browser.
to update their software, which I totally understand.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. I
There's
want to ask
Babashka
like
Conf coming.
right, Babaska Conf.
Oh yeah.
Sign up
about
for
it?
that. Yes, if you're in town, I mean that sounds like a cool thing. I would go, but
Yeah.
it's so far.
It's not very far
Yeah.
for me. I'm going.
No.
It's
So
Amsterdam.
you
It's
should
like
go.
a few hundred. Yeah, it's.
So we have
You're
2
gonna bike
days. So
there.
Babeshka Conf on Friday and Dutch Closure Days on Saturday. So it's 2 whole days of closure fun in Amsterdam. We're still accepting talk proposals for Babeshka Conf, like for 2 weeks. Especially when you're sending in a proposal about TUIs, you might get in.
I know.
I hope you've submitted one already, Timo.
And let's see, what else? So the only way to get in might be to send a talk proposal because we're already fully booked.
Oh.
So unless people cancel like last minute their seats, something will open up, but it's pretty much sold out
Well,
already.
congratulations that you're full. That's awesome.
Yeah, and we're still looking for one more sponsor to cover all the costs. So if some company is watching this, you're welcome to sponsor.
Yeah, please sponsor so we
Very
can have
good.
more of them. Don't want Michiel to run out of money. All right. Thank you so much, Michiel and Timo. This has been awesome. I love sharing the screen and just seeing what's going on your setups.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, my setup wasn't that like interesting, but I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It's like those videos where people walk up to someone on the street and ask to see their apartment.
I mean, the whole world knows about Parmesan now.
That's
Michiel.
true.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you for having
Thank you
us.
for having me.
See you.
Thanks,
Thank you
everybody.
for having us. Yeah.
Bye.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye. Wow. They just fuck off straight away, don't they, into the night?
I'm going to end.